I'm gonna mute for a couple of
Yeah, I
minutes.
hear the car going in the background there.
Okay.
All right, there. All right, so where is
You're up.
Ark here? Let's get Arky in here. All right.
Busting on my streams, making decisions that I wanna see. Music.
And with Arknolia and myself, okay, everyone, it's me, YR, Keith Barber, and we're waiting on Arknolia to come in and join the show here. Me and Ark, we are still contacting him right now, and I know we got to get him, and he says he's unavailable.
Shit.
He better not be unavailable because I'm going to be disappointed, man.
Did we finish the tragedies?
Yes, we did. We did that
All right,
last
cool.
Thursday there.
All right, cool.
Now
Got
this
it.
is the start of another series we got here. Our favorite cover tunes here, and I got some good ones that I remember hearing many times in the city club, in Detroit days there. And I got some good ones here or there. Some that I don't know if YR or Keith has ever heard before there, but the sub I remember were basically from the industrial side there.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of like Covenants or the Ministry side, the Nine Inch Nails side, which, by the way, are included on that list there because I got to include a couple Black Sabbath covers there by one industrial group and one grunge icon group as well there. Plus, we got to throw in Faith No More with their cover of another Sabbath classic there.
What do they do?
Well,
Faith No
what
More
they did War Pigs. It was a bonus track for the Real Thing album, the CD version of that, and that became one of a very popular song amongst the rock radio circuit, and also it kind of like fit in with the Project Desert, well, excuse me, Operation Desert Shield, because at that time when that version came out, the pending first Gulf War was still pending at that time there.
Right.
Okay, Ark, where the fuck you at, man? So it kind of seems fitting with the bullshit that's been going on, especially now with the issues with Russia and Ukraine there.
Yes.
And then, of course, that song, when that whole bullshit started a week or two ago, that song started trending on Twitter all over the place there. And no doubt was played on a lot of classic rock stations.
What song?
War Pigs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one, and then Judas Priest.
Yeah, definitely covered.
Blood Red Sky.
Yeah.
Blood Red Skies. That's a good war song.
Yeah, that's true there. Yeah. Yeah, but props of Judas Priest because we all know they did about three cover tunes that are most well known. Joan Baez's Diamonds and Rust, which is Better by You, Better Than Me, originally done by the band Spooky Tooth. And of course, the one you started the show with. The Green Manalishi with the Two-Pronged Crown, originally done by Fleetwood Mac. When Peter Green, rest in peace, was still in the group. When he was still a blues-based band.
Yeah.
And Ark, I'm going to have to get a hold of you, man.
Hit him up right now.
I'm hitting him. I just called him a couple times ago. I'm going to have to... He better... Fuck here. I'm going to Gmail him and see what's going on here. Okay, there. Let me. I'll let you guys do some talking here, but the chime. Okay.
And
There.
then
Hey,
All right. All right, there.
we do have some news too.
Yeah, we got. I send YR 3 items here, and definitely send them to Keith to read for us there.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Give us.
Uh, is two of those the things you sent me earlier, Wire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I do see Arc active.
Mm-hmm.
His
Yes.
green light is
I
on
know. I
stone. So
saw.
let's wait a minute. I think he'll probably come in here. If we keep.
Okay, there. I'll keep adding him in as much as I can. I just Gmailed him just as well. Let him know we're live. All right, there. Let's see what happens there.
There he is. I told you.
There you are. There you are,
Hello.
dude. Hey, what's up, man?
Was I missing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for a while, yeah. We tried Gmail. I just Gmailed you not too long ago, letting you know we're live right now.
Oh, you went a little early on me.
Yeah, yeah. I see there. Well, we figured we'd start the show a little bit earlier.
Well, that's good because I got quite a list.
So do I. And I was telling YR and Keith that my list is usually from the City Club days. I remember hearing many years back there, from the 90s there. A lot of good stuff there you would definitely consider there. All right, there.
I have like 3 bands with a few
Covers?
few ones. I mean, yeah, a few covers that maybe people didn't know about. And then I'm
Well-
gonna also look on some other lists as well, so I can
Well,
add
what
some
I'd
more.
like to do is each of us say one, then the next guy say one, the
Okay.
next guy say one, or do it like instead of going through an entire list by one person.
All right. Well, okay. We'll give that one a shot there. Okay. So who will go first?
Wait,
Me.
do you want to do you want to get into the news first?
Yeah, that's right. My bad there. Let's get the news.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, Keith.
I'm getting it right now. It's coming up. Okay. Richie Faulkner sold album features Rex Brown.
From bassist
Former
from Pantera.
Yep.
Mhm.
Rex Brown revealed he'll be heard on Richie Faulkner's upcoming studio album. The Judas Priest guitarist used his pandemic downtime to work on the project, which also features an unidentified singer and Brown's colleague Johnny Kelly. So Richie and I have become really good friends. Said it's really progressively heavy and cool. And it's really progressively heavy and cool. Brown said in a new episode of Tone Talk available below. Richie is a very melodic player, and then it's got my drummer that played on my first solo record. They tracked him playing on one of these electric kits, and they sampled the sounds from a real kit, which I'm not too crazy about. That's not the way I would do it, but it's
What does he
Richie's
mean by
record.
that? What does he mean by that,
I don't know.
Brown?
I don't
Brown,
know.
Okay, like pre-recorded
Well,
tracks, maybe.
Yeah, he's talking about using an electric drum kit.
Oh,
They
okay.
recorded it and then used it over, like that.
I see there on a couple of tracks there.
Because a lot of electric drum kits will just play beats.
Yeah,
One of the cover
Uh,
bands I was in, the guy used an electric kit.
I see there. But then again, keep in mind Judas Priest's record "Ram It Down" from 1988 had a drum machine. They were using the drum machine on that album.
Really?
Really, yeah. I remember hearing about that because you see the way the drumming is sounding. It sounds too good to be a human drummer on there. It just sounds like a drum machine.
And it repeats.
Absolutely. Now and then you
That
have all
was-
these little analog overdubs on the drumming there, but that's usually comes along with the drum machine like that.
Is that how what's his name from? Who's the drummer for Def Leppard? What's his name? Rick Allen.
Rick Allen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has one arm, so like he uses the drum kit, right? Like pre-recorded.
Not
It's
not really. That's mostly live. With his drum kitting, it's basically he uses his left foot as a snare. It's a little pedal on the ground there that he stomps to hit the snare, and it's a basically electronic snare when you think about it there.
Oh, somebody's picking up noise.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear
Oh,
a bunch of
that's
static.
me. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay, there. Tell you what, let me look up the article right now to continue with the article and
I
blah
think
blah
Oh,
blah.
I'm back. I'm
There
back.
you are.
Keith, you're hunting gators.
No, I'm in the car. We're driving to the park.
Oh, okay, there.
It's not the way I would do it, but it's Richie's record, and he's got a new singer now. He added that the experience had been a real thrill, but noted, I don't know when that's coming out. Last month, Faulkner had said, via.
We'll quick pause. Keith,
Yeah,
Brown didn't.
yeah.
So Rex Brown, right? Pantera's original bassist. Did
Yeah.
he ever do? Was he ever in that band with the brothers, the Abbott brothers? Hell yeah.
No, he
Or
was
no,
not.
he
No,
wasn't.
he was
Okay.
mostly. Yeah, afterwards he was involved with that project Down with Phil Asamlo, their former frontman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there. And,
Oh, yeah.
mhm.
Polish them up, get some together that I respect in the music business and record some stuff. As far as stylistically, it's always hard to tell. Really, he continued. You just do what you do. Roots
Well, yeah, that's true. You always
That's
do
true
what
there.
you do.
Yeah.
are from Priest, but I think it's different enough to be its own monster. And then hopefully someone else interprets it in their own way and hears something completely different to what I hear. Judas Priest recommend 50 Metal Years anniversary tour. Postponed when Faulkner suffered a near fatal health alert.
All right. So that's pretty much the story. We already
Okay.
know all about that.
All right.
All right.
So
Yeah.
and by the way, I sent you that painkiller video.
Yeah.
Which the concert was last night in Denver, and I commented in the comments like, "Hey, was this, was it sound good and everything?" And the person who commented, because originally they were like, I started the mosh pit during this song, so when they played Painkiller, this person started the mosh pit,
Oh wow.
and they, I was like, "Is the sound good and everything?" He was like, "Yeah, I've been a pretty fan for life, and it sounds amazing." He was a little weary, because KK and Glenn's not there, but he said it was just really, really good. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So they still got it. I mean, they still got it. Like, Richard Faulkner is really good guitar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, credit to Faulkner because when it was revealed when Glenn wasn't able to make most of the shows, he was able to fill in his licks and his solos as well.
Yeah.
Well, Andy Sneap, the guy that's filling in Tipton's place, he did leave mostly the rhythm guitar stuff there.
You want me to start the second story?
Which one? Because if you want, I can
Pre-
read Princess the Prince Estate with the situation with Morris Day at the time here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
Okay,
read
you
this.
can read it.
Okay, now this is from old classic rock and culture, actually ultimateclassicrock.net there, and it says here Morris Day, the frontman of the Minneapolis funk group The Time, his public sparring match with the Prince Estate to use the name Morris Day and The Time has garnered support from a very crucial party, Primary Wave, the music industry group that owns a 50% stake in the late musician's estate. Earlier this week, Morris Day released a statement claiming he was no longer allowed to use the name Morris Day and The Time in any capacity, I should say. Capacity. He accused the Prince Estate of wanting to rewrite history by taking his name away from him, thus impacting how he feeds his family. after he had given 40 years of his life building up a name and a legacy that Prince and himself came up with. Remember, Prince had discovered the. Actually, Morris Day and Prince go way back. They was in a band together before Prince became a solo artist. I guess Morris Day was a drummer at that time there. And this was back in the 70s there, way before the time would emerge. When the time got started, Prince was one of the first guys who co-produced their album under the name Jamie Starr, a name that he had long used for many years. He also could use the Jamie Starr name to co-produce the Vanity 6 album, even though it was credited as Starr Company and Vanity 6 on the production credits. But it was nevertheless Prince who wrote the songs that did the productions there. In fact, Prince even sings back up on the song Girl, which is a ballad there. Now, Prince had the time opened for his 1999 tour in 1982, but by the time the movie Purple Rain came out a couple years later, the time had disbanded. There was a lot of issues going on. A couple of members had either got fired or departed, and a couple of new members came in. Morris Day later, there was a falling out between Morris Day and the Purple one there. And of course, they got back together finally in 1990 to do an album called Pandemonium that was on Prince's label Paisley Park Records. And also, they did something. They've basically been touring for a long while under the name Morris Day and the Time, whether it was just the Time originally there. Now, because Prince died without a will, according to the article, his estate is currently under the control of Comerica Bank. A bank company owns the estate of the Purple one, his Royal Badness. Hard to believe. But then again, there was a lot of rumors that a toy manufacturing company owned Death Row Records a couple years ago. So who knows? Now, Comerica Bank was appointed to oversee the legal proceedings involving his assets. The lengthy proceedings are set to end later this year. Yesterday, Primary Wave released a statement imploring the bank to grant Day permission to use the Time name. Now, Primary said in a Billboard article, "We have reached out to Comerica to let them know that we do not agree with their decision and believe they should do the right thing here, which is to let Morris Day continue to use the name Morris Day and the Time." Primary Waves said that Morris has the full support of Primary Waves, and the company also noted that, quote, does not currently have any say in the affairs of the estate. They also received public support from L. Londell McMillan, an attorney who represents the heirs who control the other half of Prince's estate. Comerica and their advisors, he said, currently run the Prince estate. I think this is horrible. I support Morris Day 100%. We cannot wait to take over the estate and from those in charge, hopefully soon. Now, the Prince estate, for its part, has refuted Day's version of events, saying, quote, given Prince's long-standing history of Morris Day and what the estate thought were mimical discussions, the Prince estate was surprised and disappointed to see his recent post. The estate is open to working proactively with Morris Day and to resolve this matter. However, the information that he shared is not entirely accurate. Formed in 1981, the Time marked Prince's first instance in recruiting and producing another artist. He built the group around Morris Day, who was his high school classmate years before. They released 4 albums: The Time, What Time Is It, Ice Cream Castles, and Pandemonium, the one I just mentioned. They broke up in the early 90s. Morris Day continued touring as Morris Day in the time, even as Prince retained the rights to the band name. In 2011, Morris Day and the original Time bandmates released an album, Condescent, under the name The Original Seven, because it was a seven-man lineup there. Day released another statement yesterday thanking fans for their support. I want to thank everyone for their thoughts and support regarding this estate matter. I felt all your love and energy yesterday, and I look forward to continue support until we find this resolved. Thank you. Now, Prince, of course, he always went on to produce Jill Jones, Vanity Six. He even had a project called Madhouse, which was an instrumental jazz project. And of course, what can we say? It's a big dispute. There's a big situation going on. It's sad, but shit like this happens all the time, especially when artists die suddenly and there's no will left behind. I mean, I could think of the same thing with James Brown and the wife he had at that time, the red-haired woman whose name I forgot. She was excluded out of the will and everything else there. I remember there was a photo of her outside the gates of his house there, his mansion there, and she was on her knees in a very sad position. She was very sad, It's like she's like, I was his wife. Should I get some of this, inheritance or what? But I don't know. Some of these business dealings are sure pricks, that's for sure there. Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see what's going on here. All right. And
All right, so we do have the our covers.
Yeah.
Our start off.
And before we start here, I just got a response from Justin Wells on my tweet. It's a Theory of a Dead Man's cover version of Wicked Game, the Chris Isaak tune. Oh man! And see, we got something going already there.
Okay, and tonight it's going to be the ones we like.
Yeah.
Not necessarily better than the originals, but we like them.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
Yeah. The ones I got are pretty awesome, I will say.
Okay, my first one is Viva Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
ZZ Top. An old Elvis Presley song.
Yep, I know. I remember hearing that version. That was on the Greatest Hits album that they released it, I guess, somewhere in the 90s, I think it was.
I guess.
All right, there.
Well, Viva Las Vegas by ZZ Top, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was in the 90s sometime or something like that.
Yeah.
Both versions are good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't prefer one over the other.
Mm-hmm.
I like them both really well.
Okay, so mine would be in this. Look, Pink
Mhm.
Floyd has always been an overrated band to me.
Mhm.
So anyone covering them is better than them, in my opinion. I know it's a hot take, but it's just my opinion. And Comfortably Numb was covered by Stained in the 2000s live. And I think they, at that time they were putting that in their live sets. But go look on YouTube. Comfortably Numb. Comfortably Numb. Stained cover.
Yeah. This is
way better than the Pink Floyd original.
I know
In your opinion.
Yeah. And by the way,
and it's acoustic. It's like mostly acoustic on that.
And by the way, here's something else here. Comfortably Numb was also covered by the goth rock group Sisters of Mercy when they did their first U.S. shows in 1996. I heard it on a bootleg there.
Mm. I haven't heard either one of those, but it's pretty hard to beat Comfortably Numb, especially the live version off of Pulse.
Yeah.
The guitar solo in that is phenomenal.
Yeah, and also...
I want to go after YR.
Huh?
Well, YR just went.
Oh, okay. Is he done?
Yeah.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
Well, I have a couple. Well, like some of the bands I'm doing, there's like multiple covers from those. So, like, I might say Stain for another one of my choices.
Well, that's fine. I'm going to repeat.
All right.
All right. So go ahead, Keith.
Okay, a song by Desiree. You gotta have faith. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta be wiser.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Limp Bizkit that song, but he made his own. He's like Limp Bizkit. He's like, you gotta have faith. You gotta
That's
have
George. William.
faith.
That's George. That's a George Michael cover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the original
Oh.
came out in 1987.
By George Michael.
George Michael. Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's the only song I know.
All right. Okay.
Sounds like it's Dr. Earl's turn.
Okay. Well, my first pick of the cover songs is Soundgarden's cover of Black Sabbath's Into the Void, but with different lyrics. It is the Self version there. And now the lyrics of this version here were replaced with a speech spoken by Chief Self, commonly known as Chief Seattle, whom the city of Seattle was named after. This never fit the meter of the song, but yet the words, this version, the lyrics are there, promote a environmental movement there. Whereas the lyrics of the original Black Sabbath was about a rocket ship full of people heading out to a new planet there, where there'd be peace, harmony, happiness, whereas planet Earth is going to the shitter there. And the song and the Soundgarden version was on the extra EP that was included onto the Bad Motorfinger album in, I guess, 1991, when that album broke big.
Oh.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And for the record, when I heard that Soundgarden cover, I thought they did that song good justice there.
Okay, my next one is a cover the Rolling Stones did.
All right.
Not Fade Away, Buddy Holly tune.
Yeah, there.
One of the early Stones hits,
All right.
but it is a cover. And both are obviously good.
Mm-hmm. That's true there. But then again, the Stones have always admired, artists like Buddy Holly,
Right.
John Lee Hooker, Link Ray.
Yeah, I will mention the Stones again.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
No, I mean,
All right.
that was my one.
Okay.
Okay, so my pick originally performed by Todd Duncan. You know what song I'm talking about? Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers.
Oh, yeah. All right. Good,
Wow.
Great song there.
Put that on your list, Art?
Yeah, and actually I was also going to mention Joe Cocker in that one.
It's kind of funny. That song became a massive hit again when it was featured in that movie Ghost with Demi Moore and the late Patrick Swayze. I think it was in 1990, I think it was, that movie came out.
And actually Ray Charles covered it too.
Exactly. Also, Heart did their version from an album called Greatest Hits Live from 1980. They performed that song during their 1980 tour. And that was included on that compilation later on that year.
Good choice.
Mm-hmm, yeah. All right.
I thought they covered Mariah Carey doing "Baby, Please Come Home."
Baby, Please Come Home.
Yeah, it's a Christmas song. It was originally done. It was originally done in 1977, and then Mariah Carey redid it in 1990 something. It's a Christmas song. Baby,
Oh, yeah.
Please Come Home. Yeah.
You sure it's not something different? Because one I remember it was like Merry Christmas, Please Come Home, I think it was.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Okay, that was good. That's what I remember. Because I think U2 did their version for a Christmas compilation album. Very
all
special Christmas. I think it was to help special needs kids.
it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Keith, it's your turn, friend.
My turn? Yes. Another cover I love was 1000 Homo DJs featuring Ministry's Al Jorgensen covering Black Sabbath's Supernaut. Came out on the Wax Trax label in 1991. It was originally Jorgensen and Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails. They were supposed to come out, but TBT Records, whom Trent was signed with at that time, said, nope, nope, Trent belongs with us. You can't do this. So Jorgensen had to re-record his vocals over Trent's. But original version with Trent's vocals on there would later appear on a couple of Nine Inch Nails bootlegs and a compilation called Black Box, celebrating how many years of Wax Trax Records, one of the prime industrial music labels out of Chicago, and in the 1980s and early 90s there. And that song was played all over City Club, all over Lipsticks, all over The Shelter, you name it. It was a massive club hit.
My turn?
And oh yeah, by the way, Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath did appear on Ministry one time on stage to perform that song with him. That's why. So I would love to see the concert footage of that. That would have been mass epic. And Jorgensen once said, "Black Sabbath is more addictive than heroin and pussy."
Mm. All right, so my pick would
Nope,
be
me.
It's the Ark's turn here.
Under the Boardwalk by the Rolling Stones again.
Ah.
It was on their second album, and it was originally done by the Drifters.
Yeah, we know the Drifters won by Left and Right. Definitely there. In fact, the Drifters' greatest hits has now been reissued on vinyl as well there.
Huh, that would be pretty decent.
Yeah,
I did songs on there.
Absolutely, because if I knew your address, I'd buy it for you and send it to you through the mail there. But I'm not sure.
I don't have any way of playing vinyl anyway.
Oh yeah. Well, I just picked up "Destroyer" by Kiss on vinyl not too long ago. In fact, I just came home with it. To me, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do a video about this probably when we're done here. Good. Yes.
That's why ours turn.
All right.
It was covered by Van Halen. It was originally by the Kinks.
Mm-hmm.
That's on my list. Yeah.
Yep. Now we know this one.
Go ahead. I know which one you're talking about.
We all do.
You really got me.
Oh yeah, that was a powerful version of that song. It was.
And the
what
Kinks
was the
version was good too.
Mm-hmm.
What was the opening of? What was like the opening riffs? They call it something else for Van Halen. It was before. It was before You Really Got Me. It was called it was a word.
Eruption. The solo.
Nah, it was like an interlude, but it was another. I'll look it up. Hold on.
Okay.
Does Keith have another one?
No, I don't. Nope.
Okay. Oh, what?
Down to the three of us.
Okay, there. That's something. All right, there. So another one I have is Rammstein from Germany doing Depeche Mode's Stripped. That came out in 1998. My girl Nancy around that time had a cassette copy of a Depeche Mode tribute called For the Masses. And that song was included on there. It was the last track. And that, too, would become a big City Club hit. In fact, I remember hearing it played at Numbers nightclub. It was the closing track when they had their Underworld night. I was like, holy shit, I had never heard this in a long, long time. Glad to get I'm the only one, there's no one on the floor. That floor is mine. Yay!
Okay. My next one is a fairly rare Beatles cover. Wow. The Beatles did the cover.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't do a lot of them. Words of Love, a Buddy Holly song.
Oh, wow.
An absolutely incredible rendition of that song.
Nice. That's good to hear.
John and Paul do a great harmony throughout that song.
Ah, see there. So, which album is that currently on? The New Rubber Soul or
No. It's an early one. It's either the Jiminy, I don't remember which one. Maybe Something New. Because from what I remember,
Something new. Yeah, I remember that record. I had that without the cover there. I got it at a thrift store many years
well,
ago.
it's either that or Beatles 60, somewhere near. I
One
honestly
of
don't
those. It
remember.
was a U.S. release, a U.S. version there. Which, by the way,
Yeah,
Capitol Records should reissue here for the people here. So, because all we got are the U.K. ones, but the U.S. versions are pretty good as well there.
yeah. But that's an absolutely wonderful song, the way they do it.
The U.S. one. Did I hear
And it's
me?
YR's turn.
Okay.
Well, Metallica,
Mm-hmm.
which the whole album covers, Garage Inc.
Oh yeah.
But favorite off of there, and I need to go relook at that album just to make sure. But my favorite off of there is the Thin Lizzy cover,
Yeah.
"Whiskey in
In
the
the
Jar."
jar. Great song there. And did you ever saw the video for that song there?
Yes, they're like
Oh
inside this
damn.
house. They're like inside this house doing the song.
Yep, and all these girls, they're surrounded with all these women partying,
Yeah,
drinking, barfing, almost making out with one another, embracing each other. It's like, dude, any guy would, who wouldn't want to be one of the a few dudes in a house full of chicks?
Oh
That
look, Brown. They do
Hmm.
in Garage.
Something like
They
that.
do, Brown. They do in Garage Inc. They do a cover of Black Sabbath, "Sabra Cadabra."
Yeah, I heard that as well. And they also have a Merciful Fate melody featuring some of the songs from the band Merciful Fate included as
Mm.
well. And they just called it Merciful Fate. You know,
Bread fan.
Brett Fan, the Budgie song, that was a B side as well as their live, and as well as a version of Stone Cold Crazy by the Queen cover there.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the whole fucking album
Yeah.
that came out in 1992. Really, that early? But it
No,
was like
you made Garage Inc.? No, they came out in '98.
it says 92.
Which one? The song?
Garage Inc.
Garage Inc. No, it was not. No, they still had. This is after they cut their hair. And remember, they cut their hair in '95 when they released the album Load
Yeah, it does
a
say
year later.
98.
Yeah.
All right, gotta double confirm that.
Yep.
You're next,
Hmm.
Brown.
Go ahead. Another
you're
one.
up.
No, you're up. I'm up.
You are up.
All right. Good. Good. Okay. Another cover I highly recommend. I remember hearing this at the City Club as well there. Marilyn Manson's cover of the Eurythmics. Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Came out in '95. It was between their first record and Antichrist Superstar. It was on the EP called Smells Like Children. Big hit on the radio. Big hit on the old MTV. You know, up and still regarded. Still played a lot to this day there. Hmm.
Okay, I'm up.
Oh, I thought of another cover song.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Madonna, American Pie.
Mm.
That belongs on my bad list.
Same here, man.
Yep.
And
That
believe
was
that.
like in 2003 or 2004.
Yeah.
She absolutely butchered that song.
Oh
Yep.
god. Well, we gotta save that for the bad covers because and plus I
Oh,
got
we'll
a few.
get to it again, I'm
Oh,
sure.
oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, my
Okay.
turn.
All right.
One I got is Susie Q. I don't know the original artist, but Creedence did an 8-minute version of that
Yeah,
song.
I remember hearing that.
And the Stones did a version of that song.
Absolutely there.
But I honestly don't remember who the original artist was, but it's an old blues number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most likely, yeah.
But that Creedence version is absolutely great.
Ah. All right, there. My turn again.
No, YR.
YR. Okay, my bad.
We're gonna go ahead and do. My list here. Let's dive into this one, which I think this one is better than the original. Stained covers Alice in Chains' Nutshell song.
Oh wow.
And keep in mind, I'm a big fan of Stained acoustic. It's kind of like a Staying live acoustic. It's kind of like the thing. So that's my pick.
Yeah, every once in a while, the original's not going to be as good as the cover. The cover's going to be a better version.
Yeah.
It just happens once in a while. And it's Dr. Earl up.
Okay, another one I have, which is pretty good here, is Marilyn Manson's version of "Tainted Love" from 2000.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
and
haven't heard that. I'm going to have to.
and the original, by the way, was done by Ed Cobb, formerly of another group called the Four Preps. It was also originally, actually, it was composed by Ed Cobb. It was first recorded by Gloria Jones in 1964. Soft Cell got a hold of it in the early 80s there. That became a radio hit. Marilyn Manson did their version and from 2001 for a movie called Not Another Teen Movie. And good videos is just as well there. It was another group called Impendence did their version in 2016 there. And I remember a band called Detroit Energy Asylum. They did their version a couple times when I saw them play in Paychex Lounge in Hamtramck, Michigan.
Real great. Ark.
Go ahead.
All right. My next one is another long song by Creedence. Heard it through the grapevine.
I was going to mention that. That was on my list. Badass cover. I love that one. Especially,
Great cover.
absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. And how is that? 8 minutes as well, or longer?
No, it's about 11.
Wow, that's cool. There, great version there. I remember hearing that a few times on the old classic rock station. There, they should play that more, other than the Problem Mary and the other staples that they play there.
Yeah. But that's just an absolutely great thing to hear.
Plus the guitar work of John Fogerty as well there.
Oh, yeah.
Because he did some pretty good solo work on that version there.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
It's a good song. And it's Wire's turn.
Mm-hmm.
All Along the Watchtower, originally.
Oh, yeah.
By Bob Dylan and
By Bob Dylan, but I like the
Hendrix version.
The Hendrix version is way better.
Yeah, absolutely there. And let's not forget, Hendrix was big on Bob Dylan. On the Monterey Pop Festival album there, he did his version of Like a Rolling Stone, which he did pretty well. As well as his awesome cover of Wild Thing, the Troggs classic there.
Which was also on my list. But
I thought of another one. Taylor Swift, Santa Baby.
Oh, God. Why? Hold on, Keith. Can we do other than Christmas tunes?
I mean, look,
yeah.
I mean, at least
because essentially most Christmas tunes are covers.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about regular songs.
I'd rather Keith throw out something than no one hear at all.
That's true. Yeah, I agree with
You
that.
got to cover the Christmas. They still got to cover that Christmas stuff, Keith, even though you're Jewish. Thank you.
Yep.
Looking out.
You're welcome.
Well,
Keep it up. You're doing good.
and Keith, do something with your microphone, okay? Because here
Yeah, keep it away from your beard. It's touching your beard.
Okay. All right. It was never
There
touching
he
my
goes
beard,
again.
but it's pretty close. It's bad right now.
I hear it
Yeah,
again.
All right. Now it's way out. Now it's like.
Sounds like you're popping black cats, bro. Popping firecrackers.
Or popping blackheads on your
Oh.
face.
Who?
Damn.
Dr. Earl's turn.
Okay, there.
Do you hear the airplane?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That,
There it goes again.
Uh,
I should write down how many times that happens and I keep a score
No,
for
I'm
that.
muted. Right? I was muted.
Then you need a new
Okay,
microphone,
3,
dude.
2, 1. I'm mute. I'm on mute right now.
Okay.
he's on mute, but we can hear him. Hey, that's cool.
I know it doesn't look like you're on mute.
No,
Dr.
I
Earl.
have a switch on that's connected to my headphones, so I don't mute on my phone. I mute with the switch on my headphones.
Oh. Well, get better headphones because we can still hear you and the noise out there.
Okay.
Okay. There it goes again.
Dr.
Okay.
Earl.
Okay, my turn now. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't know who performed this song, this version, but I was told about it by a buddy of mine. His name was just Scary Guy. Now I forgot the name of the industrial group that did this, but it was a industrial dance version. You okay, Wire? There you go.
A little fly in my throat.
Oh, spit it out.
Mm,
All right.
fun.
Okay. Okay. So it was a cover. It was an industrial dance cover of a synth industrial. I guess it's called industrial cover of Iron Maiden's "Wasted Years." Now it was done. This version was done in the key D.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That version better than the Maiden's version? Really?
No. But it was a pretty damn good song there. It was a good, very good cover. You can't top the Iron Maiden version for shizzle, hell no. But the industrial cover that I heard was pretty good there. Very good.
Am I up?
You're up.
Okay, this one was the very first hit by this group, and it was a cover of a Joe South song. Hush.
We know the band, Deep Purple.
Yep.
Mark 1 lineup.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. The Joe South version's good, but the Deep Purple version is better.
Yep. Just get out there and just was outstanding.
But it was one of your first kind of metal things at that time.
Yeah. It's one of the real hard rock, I guess you could say it was deemed as nowadays. Right?
Now it's YR's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully you got rid of the fly.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Let's do going on my list here. I do like the you remember that song Tuesday's Gone?
Yes. Yeah, by
Leonard
Leonard
Skinner.
Skinner. Yeah.
Leonard Skinner. Now
And I know-
Metallica covered it.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
So
I
I'll
remember
choose that.
Yep. Local rock station had a thing at 10 p.m. called Mandatory Metallica, which they played 3 Metallica tunes there, and that was
Yeah.
one of them I remember hearing.
It was like a Metallica rock block, you
Mhm.
know.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to have to listen to that, I guess, because I really like the Leonard Skinner song.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'll have to listen to that one.
The only difference is this Metallica's version has a harmonica player on it, and it doesn't have the mellotron in the original. But then again, Metallica doesn't do mellotrons in their songs.
Right. It's a kind of a specialized thing.
Yeah. All right.
And it would be Keith's turn, but he doesn't have another Christmas song for us.
All right.
So I guess it's Dr. Earl's turn.
Okay, there. This one was done by poet Lydia Lunch and her boyfriend at the time, Jim Thorwell, who was using the name Clint Ruin. It was their cover of "Don't Fear the Reaper" by Blue Oyster Cult. It was, I guess, it came out in the '80s. There, I'm not sure it was '89, 1990, or what it was, and I don't remember the album came off of, but I heard it one time on the show called Brave New Waves out of Montreal, Canada, on CBC Radio 1. It was pretty good there. And there was another industrial group whose name escapes me, did their version of that song there. And also there was this other emo band that did their version. I remember one of the cooks at the place that I used to work at, you used to play that a few times there. In fact, I remember the story that a lot of parents and Christian groups out there were saying they were condemning this song, stating that the song is encouraging kids to kill themselves. Not so, I don't think.
No,
No.
but, their interpretation, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, my next one was another one that was a song by Buddy Holly that was covered elsewhere
Mm-hmm.
by a group that had only one album.
Ah.
Blind Faith covered Well All Right, which
Ah,
was a Buddy Holmes song.
ah. That's interesting there.
Very good cover.
Ah, nice.
Of course, that one album by Blind Faith is good.
Yeah. And I think the girl who appeared on that front cover, I think she's still around. We don't know her name. Got to look her up. To give a little update on how she's doing there.
The one holding the airplane.
Okay. Yep. Yes. Okay.
Sort of airplane looking thing.
Yeah, there. It's like a silver model.
Okay, so this next pick, never was a fan of the originator of this song, but I know he's a big inspiration. It was a song from David Bowie, and it was covered by Nirvana, The Man Who Sold the World.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was a big hit on the radio there. I know when I saw me and a couple gals saw Bowie with Nine Inch Nails at the Palace at Aubrey Hills in '95. Bowie did a more different version of that. Him, his guitar player, and some sort of a rhythm and playing in the background there. But that's. You ever saw the original cover of that album that came out? That was originally came out there. It had Bowie lying on one of those little things there with a full long hair and a dress. Look it up on Google it on Google Images. You'll see. Hopefully, the original would come out there. You see what I'm talking about. But then again, Bowie being the most androgynous, individual that he was there. In fact, I guess you could say he was one of the guys who pioneered that look in the 1980s with Pete Burns, Boy George there. All right.
Now it's Dr. Earl's turn.
Okay, there. Here's one that I remember. This is another good cover tune I remember hearing here. Let's see here. I forgot when it was. I remember this was I'm not too sure. This was another motherfucker. It was in my head and now it's just slipped away. Let's see here.
That's why I write things down.
I know. I should probably start doing that. The Beach Boys doing California Dreamin'. The rearranged, it came out on the compilation in 1985. I remember seeing the video for it. The remaining members at that time of the Mamas Papas made a cameo towards the end there. And it was not a bad cover there. It was pretty good there, I guess you could say. I kind of liked it a lot of ways, so I got to include that on the good list here.
Sure.
All right.
My turn. Okay, this one's a little obscure. No one's going to know it but me and maybe some people that hear this later or in the chat or whatever. But there was a group called Harper's Bazaar. They did a version of a Simon and Garfunkel song, 59th Street Bridge Song, or Feeling Groovy. Is Feeling Groovy.
Nice.
That's how people generally know it. But the name of the actual song is 59th Street Bridge Song.
Okay, there is.
And it's why ours turned, because that went by everybody.
Yeah. I don't think I've heard it. Go ahead.
This is a song everyone knows. It was, let's see. It's covered by Brownsville Station. No, it was covered by Motley Crue, original Brownsville Station.
Smoking in the boys' room.
I'm taking all your things. No, but you cover the. I thought you said you were going to cover the.
Well, I'm covering a lot of things because there's no way in the world we're going to hit them all.
Or if I get some of yours, then that saves us time, I guess, huh? Or saves
because I've got like 4 pages.
So yeah, that song, was I think
big
was
hit
better
on the radio
in the original. Yeah, I mean that was
Yeah, I agree with that.
That was like their only cover, right? Motley Crue, their only cover song. Or?
No, they did a couple other covers as well. One is one I have right now. Their version of the Beatles' "Helter Skelter" from the Shot at the Devil.
Oh, yeah, okay.
1983.
Yes.
Is that your next one, Earl?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm going to stay with the Beatles theme on my next.
Mm-hmm.
Come Together, covered by Aerosmith.
From the
You like
Starship.
that one? You like that
Yeah, I
one
like
better?
that. No, remember that
Oh,
when we say it's good, it doesn't mean it's necessarily better than the original. We just like it too.
oh,
Yeah.
or that? Well, that makes the floodgates go a little bit more open now. Okay,
So
Yeah,
more
because
selection.
I do like the Beatles version better, but I do like the Aerosmith version.
I do same here as well. I remember
What year did that come out for them for Aerosmith?
1978. It was for
No,
this.
Aerosmith's version.
That's what I'm
That's the
talking about.
year.
That's
The
here.
Beatles
Yeah.
were
Oh,
broke up in the
78, really?
70s.
Yeah, they broke up in the semi. That was from the soundtrack of the movie Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, with Alice Cooper make an appearance, Aerosmith make an
'Cause
appearance.
I remember when they started playing Aerosmith's version on the radio. I thought it was new then, like in the late '90s, early 2000s. They were
Um,
playing it a lot on the radio, and
yeah.
I figured, oh, back then. So they did that way bunch of years, 40 plus years ago.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it had to start the Bee Gees, Peter Frampton. It had George Burns. It had Alice Cooper. It had Aerosmith. It was featured in it. Me, my mom, and my sister. We saw it in the theaters there. It was pretty good stuff. I remember having. I know one of the classrooms that I was in had the soundtrack there. I pretty much listened to a lot of that stuff there. It's all.
And it's,
It's kind of funny, but I tell you, it's kind of interesting hearing the Bee Gees and Peter Frampton do Beatle covers there.
yeah.
But it also kind of did some damage to the Bee Gees because in the beginning they were considered second-rate Beatles, and doing this project kind of put them in that limelight, put them back in that
And
spot for a
interesting
while.
about the Bee Gees is they didn't do that many covers.
Yeah, they wrote their own songs a lot of
And
times.
for everybody else.
Yeah, Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, Barbara
Okay,
Streisand,
it's
you name it.
YR's turn.
All right, so I can't remember if it was one or the other or both.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna throw them out there because I think it's both, and I think it's the same artists, Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh man.
Their song "Red House."
Oh yeah.
I think they
Yeah, that's an old blues song.
Stevie Ray Vaughan covered that from Hendrix, and yeah, I think that Hendrix covered it from
In
whoever,
the
right?
60s, yeah. It was
And then Voodoo Child didn't SRV cover
Yeah,
Voodoo Child?
yes,
as well?
he did on the second record, and yes, it was a damn good version.
We don't talk about him a lot, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like he was
Well,
really good.
but
You
he's
know?
still talked about when it comes to an appreciated of guitar players when he's guitar playing magazines because he was outstanding, without a doubt.
Right.
Yes, he was.
He was, you know.
Dr. Earl.
Okay. Another one I got to mention is, let's see here. Another Motley Crue cover. This time they cover Elvis Presley, Jailhouse Rock, closing
Wow.
track from the album Girls, Girls, Girls.
Jeff Beck Group covered it too.
Yep. I remember hearing that version on it was a tryout. It's like one of those new song tryouts. It was on a show called Dance Party USA. And one liked it, didn't like it, saying, it's too hard, it's too heavy. But the other one's like, hey, I like it because it's Motley Crue. What can you say?
Yeah. They used to do that on American Bandstand back in the day, if you guys remember that show.
Yes, I remember, yes.
Rate the Record or whatever they called it.
I think it is hit or miss.
Yeah, it was funny to see that.
Yeah. Okay, Jay-Z has a song called Girls, Girls, Girls.
Yeah, but is it a Motley Crue cover?
Probably not.
Okay.
It goes, girls, 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 do it, I'll put your number on the table because I would like to date you. I forgot the rest.
All right, real good.
That ain't it.
Okay.
And
My next
Wire,
one.
you know that song?
Never heard of it. No, sir.
Oh, okay.
My next one is another older
Mm.
blues song.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's first done by a group called Them,
Oh yeah.
and then it was later covered by Amboy Dukes. Baby, please don't go.
Oh man, great song. And AC/DC did their cover version as well. It was on the EP that came out here in '85 in the states called '74 Jailbreak.
Yeah, and the Amboy Dukes version moves,
Yeah,
and of
absolutely,
course
it
you have
does.
Ted Nugent. So
Oh yeah, and plus, if you're going back to the AC/DC, look up the video on YouTube. It has Bon Scott dressed as a schoolgirl.
fire.
Okay, so this particular song, it's like has a lot of people that covered it, so it might be two different songs. But the one I'm thinking of, well, the song is "Summertime Blues."
Oh
And
yeah,
Oh
singing
no, that
saying,
you're talking Blue Cheer.
well,
the- or the
the
Who.
version that I like is the country version by Alan Jackson.
Hmm.
Now I don't know if it's the same.
Originally
And the
done by
rain
Eddie
down
Cochran.
for the summertime blues.
Yeah, that's the right song.
Yep,
Okay.
Originally done by Eddie Cochran.
yep. Done by Blue Cheer, and which, by the way, is on
Well,
my
this one
list.
says the Who.
Oh,
Yeah, the Who
that's what I was
also.
going to mention as well. Look at the Live at Leeds
Live at
album.
Leeds.
Badass
Eddie
cover there.
Cochran, 1958. Blue Cheer, 1968. And the Who. Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
great song.
A bunch of people cover that one.
Oh yeah, they all
Good
did.
choice.
And
And funny thing is, they're all good.
yep. And my cover, my next cover is redone by the Who, "Shaking All Over," originally done by
Right.
the Guess Who, but the Who covered it for the Live at Leeds album.
Deep track. Deep track
Yeah.
alert.
Yep.
And the Guess Who's version is very good.
Yeah, it's good as well there.
My turn.
Oh, good.
A very old Animal song.
Oh.
Sam Cooke cover. Bring it
Ah.
on home to me.
Goes way back there.
Oh yeah. I mean, the original goes back in the 50s, and the Animals is in the 60s. I think there's been other covers, but those were both the good ones.
Yeah. And where's Eric? Is Eric Burden still living in New Orleans, by chance?
I think so. I think he's still alive.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I know he moved to New Orleans many years back there, because
He wanted to be close to the house.
Yeah, the House of the Rising Sun. Yeah. I guess he wanted to find out if there was actual House of the Rising Sun located in that area.
Right.
I wonder if he had a party with Anne Rice, because I remember she lived there as well there.
Yeah. You know, what's funny is I'd have to look it up, but I don't think House of the Rising Sun's a cover. I think that's an original Animal song.
Well, I don't know, but because it was not, for what I understand. Let me look it up for you guys there.
All right,
Because
let me go. Is it my turn?
Yeah,
Your turn.
go ahead, dude.
All right. So before I forget, a really good song, originally by I believe the name is Joan Baez.
Okay.
And we know the
Diamonds
cover.
and Rust.
Oh yeah.
Judas Priest, and I recommend the Unleashed in the East live album by Priest for that song.
Fuck yeah.
Very powerful. It's called Diamonds and Rust.
Mhm.
Very
Yep.
good song, dude.
Yes, it is.
Mhm. Yep. Absolutely there. All right.
Are you still looking?
I'm still looking up. The song "House of the Rising Sun" tells of hard times in the city of New Orleans, and it was written by Georgia Turner and Bert Martin.
Damn.
So it is a cover.
I'm thinking so. Yeah. All right, there. Let me go to the Wikipedia. Okay, it's a traditional folk song, sometimes called Rising Sun Blues. It tells of a person's life gone wrong in the city of New Orleans, Louisiana. Many versions also urge a sibling or parents and children to avoid the same fate. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do
Right.
what I've done. The
Right.
most successful version was done by the Animals in 1964. It went to
That was a huge hit.
huge hit there. It was first collected in something called Acapella in the 1930s. I don't think I pronounced that wrong, but it had its roots in the traditional English folk song. It was listed at number 6393 in the Round Folks Song Exit. Now the original was it's like many of the folk songs, it is an uncertain authorship. Said it's
Right.
based on the tradition of board-side ballads, and thematically it has some resemblance to the 16th century ballad "The Unfortunate Rake." Yet there is no evidence suggesting that there is any direct relation. The folk song collector Alan Lomax suggested that the melody may be related to a 17th century folk song, Lord Barnard and Little Musgrave, better known as Matty Groves. But a survey by Bernard Bronson showed no clear relationship between the two songs.
Okay.
All right, there.
I got one. I got one. Lady Marmalade by Christina Aguilera, Lil Kim, Maya, and Pink.
Yeah, that was
That
That
song
almost
played on the
sounds like
radio
another bad
1,000
one,
times,
except that the
bro.
original's bad.
yeah, that was
What year? That came out like in 2002, the remake.
yeah, that
Right,
was
With like
yeah.
exactly.
Christina Aguilera and all that. Like they played that on the fucking radio and commercials all the time, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Probably like
I-
11 or 12, I think.
Yeah, the
I
original.
did love that song
Yeah, the
when it
original.
came out. I loved it.
Yeah, that was in the movie Moulin Rouge with Edwin McGregor in there.
That's
Yes.
that's what it was. It was the movie song for Moulin Rouge, which was a huge movie. It won all the awards. What
Yep.
year did that movie come out?
I think it was 2002 or 2003. It was 2003
thinking.
too.
Very
Yes.
early 2000s.
And the cover and the original was done by a group called LaBelle, featuring Patti
Right.
LaBelle.
So like a disco group. 2001 that movie came out. 2001, so we're
Wow.
Yep.
early
Nice.
2000s.
Yep.
Keith
Yep.
was 25 and I was 9,
Mm.
so 11 or something.
I was still in my 30s.
2001. 2001. I was 14.
Oh,
Mm.
I was somewhat older.
No, I was I was still in my 30s at that time there, in the middle of my
reached-
30s.
I had reached my 40s.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. My next one, I honestly don't know the original artist, but there's two very good covers, two covers that I liked real well. First one is Deep Purple,
Mm-hmm.
and the second one is Eric Burden and the Animals. It's called River Deep, Mountain High.
I think Ike and Tina Turner did their version as well there.
I think so.
Yeah.
But those are both excellent versions, and both of them are long songs. They're somewhere between 8 and 10 minutes apiece, both of them.
Mm.
All right, I got a good fucking song right now. Oh, is it my turn?
Your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about to blow your mind because it just blew my mind because I didn't realize how many other. Okay, so when this song came out, originally I only heard it from this artist, Sheryl Crow, and it was on the radio a lot, and I'm thinking late 90s, definitely early 2000s.
Mhm.
We need to look up the song. It's called "The First Cut Is the Deepest," and it's saying
That's
Rod
no
Stewart.
Cat Stevens song.
Rod Stewart covered
wow.
it and Cat Stevens. Yes.
Oh, wow.
I don't know
And
Rod Stewart covered it.
Alanis Morissette too. Alanis Morissette
What?
covered that.
Huh?
When?
Yeah, 1990 something.
Nah,
Well,
man.
The Cat Stevens and Rod Stewart versions were in the 70s, I believe.
The first cut is the deep.
And I
Yeah, they
think
still
Cat
played-
Stevens wrote
They
it.
play Sheryl Crow's version at the supermarket I work at. That's
Sheryl
for sure.
Crow's
Oh.
version is played. That's who you're talking about, not Alanis Morissette. Sheryl Crow.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't ever speak out of turn like that with the wrong answer again. Thank you.
All right.
If you look that song up, I believe Cat Stevens wrote it.
Mm.
Keith, look up cover song list so you can throw out some. If you like, look down the
Okay.
list, you've probably heard of some, and even if you heard
All
of
right.
it, throw them out there.
All right, there. My next one is somebody I just put in the Skype chat here. I remember this was from an album called Greatest Hits Live by Heart, the one I told you about earlier. This is another cover that they have on there. It's called their version of Tell It Like It
It
Is.
is. Aaron Neville. Yep,
Yep.
that was on my list.
Yep. That's a pretty good song. I remember
Yes, it is.
I put the video in the Skype chat there. You definitely got to check it out. Came out in 1980.
She does an excellent job on that one.
Absolutely.
Wait, so am I going after YR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
All right.
Keith, what's the definition of a cover song in your opinion?
Someone who didn't make the song sang it later after the original was up.
Okay.
Spot on. Thank you.
You're
Yep.
welcome.
All right. My next one is a song by the Atlanta Rhythm Section called Spooky.
Yeah,
That was
classic
originally
folks.
done by Classics 4.
I heard that version. I heard that.
And I
Pretty good
believe
there.
the guy in the Atlanta Rhythm Sections was the one that wrote the song, if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting.
But Classics 4, he was in that group too.
Oh, wow.
They had the hit first.
I see there. All right.
I believe that's the case. I could be wrong.
All right.
Great song.
All right there.
Round.
All right. All right. Did I-
YR's up.
did-
my turn.
okay.
Okay, so I remember this song from the person who covered it, but never the person who originated it, which was Prince, and the person that covered it is Sinead O'Connor. Nothing Compares to You,
Yeah.
which was always her big song.
Yeah.
Remember when
Yeah.
she tore up the picture of the Pope on Saturday
Yeah,
Night Live?
yeah. That
There was a bald
disgusting.
chick, very controversial at the time, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, right? But
Yeah,
I didn't know
nice.
Prince did that song, too.
Yeah, he wrote that for he wrote that for a protege group called The Family, featuring ex-members at the time. There, they released one album, and with that song was included on it there, and that was it. That was it. That was in 1985, and nothing more, nothing else there.
And they had the same name as an English prog group by the name of Family.
Yeah, which featured the late John Wetton, if I'm correct.
I believe you are.
All right, good. Now, did I mention Motley Crue's Helter Skelter?
Yes.
All right, so some name goat there. All right, so White Punks on Dope by Motley Crue, the Tubes tune there. I remember hearing that one time. It's not too bad there, but it's definitely likable there.
I'm trying to think who it was. Who did you say did it?
The Tubes.
Because I was thinking originally it was like Velvet Revolver.
No, White Punks on Dope.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, yeah, but
I'm thinking of another song.
Yeah, probably another song because White Punks on Dope came out in the 70s there. It was a take on all these, glam rock stars still doing dope like that time. And the Tubes were kind of like in the new wave, kind of like looking down on that whole scene there. In fact, Fee Waybill, the frontman, came up with this onstage character called Quaalude, with a big ass, platform boots, a wig, and a Q-shaped guitar there. And it's like, he looked like he's stoned out of his mind. It's like, oh, damn.
Okay, my next one kind of surprised me because I didn't even know it was a cover song because it's by a group that normally doesn't do a lot of covers. But this is a cover song. Sloop John B. Originally done by the Kingston Trio. And probably before that. But that surprised me because the Beach Boys, you always think pretty much original, but not in this case.
All right.
Well, they did cover rock and roll music by Chuck Berry, I suppose.
Yeah.
But that was my next one.
All right.
That would be YR.
All right, next pick would be originator Elvis Presley, and the remake was done by Cheap Trick. Don't Be Cruel.
Don't Be Cruel from 1988.
That was on my list. That's a good one.
Yeah, not too bad there, I will say, yeah. And my pick would have to be Ministry. We talked about them earlier. Al Jorgens and his boys there covering Bob Dylan, Lay Lady Lay from 1996.
That's a Bob Dylan tune I really like.
Yeah.
I
And
got
the
a good one. I got a good one. I forgot about this one, Keith. You should know about this one, Keith. Actually, I'm going to give it to you. Check your DM.
Okay, my next one is Superstition, Beck, Bogart, and Appice. Stevie Wonder song.
Stevie Yvonne did his good version of that as well there.
And I believe Jeff Beck did it too. No, that's a different song.
All right.
But that was Superstition.
Superstitious with Rod Stewart on vocals.
Yeah. Actually, the name of that song was I Ain't
Wait, Keith, not your
Superstitious.
turn.
All right.
All right.
He's dying
It
to
is
get
now-
this. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, the pick is in. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith.
Eric Clapton, I Shot the Sheriff.
Wow.
Ah.
Bob Marley.
Yeah,
Wow.
Bob Marley did that.
Good pick.
Very.
That's a good one.
Still a class. Still a good one, if I
I-
consider by everyone.
Was on
Yeah,
my
I found one on the list that I
Wait,
Googled.
don't say it yet. You
Okay.
already.
Oh, one
I
at a
wasn't
time.
gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it. I was just gonna say you're all gonna know it.
Alright.
Cool. Dr. Earl. Oh,
Okay.
wait, YR didn't do one.
All right, that's right. Go ahead, Wyatt.
Let me look through my list. How about? Well, how about this one, ladies and gentlemen? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
The original group was called The Leaves, but the song was called Hey Joe by Jimi
Right.
Hendrix. Make
Ah,
Yes.
yeah, that was
This
a
is
big
true.
one.
And the Lee's version is good too, but
Yeah.
not as good as the Hendrix version.
Yeah. In
What a
fact,
name
the,
for a
in
group
fact,
is
the
that?
Hendrix, and the
Leaves.
fact the Hendrix version got 20 times more airplay than the original. It fits to say there.
Do y'all
Yeah.
think we're talking about cannabis leaves? The Leaves.
Hey Joe.
No, that group was in the 60s, and they're. Oh, I remember reading something about how they got the name, but it didn't have anything to do with cannabis. It's kind of a weird story, but I forget exactly how it went. I used to have their album.
In fact, In fact, we all know the story behind the song. A man goes on to shoot his lady down for cheating on him, and the day later hides away in Mexico, so he won't be found, executed, put on trial, all that.
Now it's Dr. Earl.
Okay,
Good
there.
choice, by the way.
All right, there. And this one here, I remember hearing. Let's see here. Son of a bitch! It slipped my motherfucking mind. Son of a bitch! But you know what?
You got to
throw-
have one. You got to have one for the San B Brown.
Oh, I'll
you know?
put this one. I was going to save this for later, but I'll save this for now. This song got Judas Priest in a lot of trouble in 1990. As you know, they were put
I was
on
going to
trial.
say this one. I cover the Priest songs. But go
All
ahead.
right. Yeah, but this one was suspended because it was originally recorded by a band called Spooky Tooth, which featured Mick Jones of Foreigner.
Oh, yeah. And
It's
eventually
on
Gary
the
Wright.
it's on the Stained Class album, 1978 or 76.
I think it was 78. Yes.
78. Yeah.
Yeah. Better by You,
Sin after,
Better Than
Sin
Me.
After Sin is 76, I believe. Sin After Sin
77.
is 76.
70,
Is it
77. 77.
Confirm. I'm gonna confirm that right
Good,
now.
good. Yes. It is. Better by You, Better Than Me. We all know the story. But
Spooky Tooth was a highly underrated band.
Yeah. And I can imagine
Are
the
they
guys.
in the Hall of Fame? Are they in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Spooky Tooth.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Sure.
Half the people in America have
One
never
of the
heard
group
of
we
them.
mentioned. One of the group we mentioned tonight, which was an obscure group, was it was in it like last year. Got in last year or something.
Uh-huh.
It was an obscure group though. We mentioned tonight, and they got in last year, I believe, or they got nominated or something. I forget which
All right,
one it
there.
was. I think
let's
you know
see.
what? I think you know what it was. I think it was the industrial thing you were talking about. You talk about industrial Brown.
Yeah.
It was one of the groups you mentioned.
So
whatever industrial-
Kraftwerk?
I think yes. You know
Kraftwerk.
what? I think that's it.
Kraftwerk. Yeah, they were more techno. But they played a part in the influencing techno, industrial, hip hop.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, do 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 do. That hook right there, that was later used by Africa Babada in Planet Rock. That was originally from Trans Europe Express years earlier in the 70s.
Yeah. Is it Earl's turn, or did he just do one?
I think I already did one. Yeah, the priest cover there. Better by
Okay,
you.
well, my next two were Summertime Blues and All Along the Watchtower, so we'll go to number 3.
All right.
Mr. Tambourine Man, The Birds.
Was you written by Bob
Originally-
Dylan?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The Birds version is much better. First bird's hit, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my turn.
Yep.
Your turn.
One of the most, maybe the most number one, like, iconic pop love song ever, which was covered by Dolly Parton, but obviously made famous by Whitney Houston. I Will Always Love You.
Yeah. And we got to
That's
talk.
that's a case where I actually like the Dolly Parton version better.
Yeah. We got to talk about her one of these days, Whitney Houston, because, this year marks 10 years of her passing there. So we got to definitely talk about her and, what the fuck went wrong with her life and her career,
Yeah.
And I will always love you.
Ow, my ears hurt. Help.
Well, at least it was not Tony Revere's singing there.
I know, I was just kidding.
I know, yeah.
Dr. Brown, you make me feel so good.
Your turn, Dr. Brown.
Okay, there.
Wait. Oh,
Oh, Keith.
Oh, yeah.
Keith,
Keith.
go ahead.
That's another one.
All right.
Guns N' Roses knocking on heaven's door.
By Bob
Oh,
Dylan.
that's a big
Damn,
one.
that's on my list, too.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, that's actually my favorite Guns N' Roses song.
Yeah.
And
That's
actually, Eric Clapton covered that song, too.
yeah.
Oh wow, I
Now
didn't know that.
And a singer named Randy Crawford did her version as well there. And the
was
story
coming
about
out.
that, was that
Yep.
it was done in memory of a friend of theirs named Todd Crew, who passed away from a drug
Tom
overdose.
Cruise.
Todd Crew. So CREW.
Well, that's a Bob Dylan composition, by the way.
And he did, yes, and he did that as a homage to him, and it since became a concert staple for years. Still done to this day there.
Yeah, it part of the movie Pat Garrett and the Billy and the Kid, too.
Yes, it was featured in that movie as well there. I remember hearing the original version of that.
Yo, they need to plug Stone Cold Steve. He didn't come out tonight. Real quick sidebar.
Hmm.
We were waiting for Steve Austin to come out tonight, and it was a promo with obviously Kevin Owens and Rollins, and people were expecting Steve Austin to come out. And did he come out? No. They need to plug him. He's going to be at WrestleMania. They better not do no surprise shit at WrestleMania because I don't know. Like Vince McMahon's weird because remember when he brought the Hardy's back during WrestleMania and that wasn't plugged or nothing. Like,
Yeah, it was a surprise there.
I think they need to plug it though, so people know he's going to be there. So like, I mean, I know
they
tickets
should,
aren't even
yeah.
sold out, bro. Like tickets are so cheap for WrestleMania for both nights.
Well, because
Like, bro,
the WWE
Brown,
used to
you and me can go to WrestleMania for both nights for like under $200.
Wow.
Which is crazy. Yeah, like it's
Wow.
it's worth going to WrestleMania. It's a hassle. It's like crowds and shit.
Yeah.
But like it's worth it because it is like a spectacle. It's like going to the Super Bowl. It's a big deal. Like it because I went to the Astrodome one. It was in the Astrodome, the 17.
Yeah, I
But
see
in
there.
2 nights, like you're getting 2 for the price of 1.
Oh.
Well, you and me could go for like under $200. Easy.
Now, is this going to be an indoor arena, by the way?
Yeah, it's fucking Cowboy Stadium, bro.
Good,
It's gonna be
because
a
I remember the
gas-
last WrestleMania they had, there was a whole bunch of rain.
Oh,
Had
it's up
this-
in
It's
Arlington?
so lit that night. It's brown. That shit's gonna be full of people. It's gonna be crazy.
It's up in Arlington, huh?
Yeah, it's all gonna be. They're gonna have a Hall of Fame and everything.
Man.
Crazy.
Speaking of Arlington, my next list would have to be Pantera's cover of Planet Caravan from
Ah.
Black
Wow.
Sabbath. It was the closing track from Far Beyond Driven. That was a big hit. I remember that was a. If you ever saw the video for that, it had a lot of, I guess computer animated stuff there. No mention, no footage of the band, but it is good, cool to look at there. Ghost fits well with the song, and also look up the original cover of Far Beyond Driven while you're at it there.
Okay, my next one was originally in the 60s by a group called the Cascades, covered by Dan Fogelberg,
Ah,
Rhythm of the Rain.
ah.
And his version is excellent.
Can you listen to Rhythm of the Falling Me? Is that it, or
Yeah, yeah.
Because Neil Sedaka did
Fogelberg
that.
does a great version of that song.
Because Neil Sedaka did his version. I remember hearing that one time.
Who's that?
Neil Sedaka. He was some songwriter and singer, I guess, from the 60s and 70s
Yeah.
there. I remember hearing the first time I heard about him was on the commercial advertising his greatest hits on TV.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember off the top of my head some of the name of some of the songs because there are some famous ones,
Yeah.
but I don't remember them.
Mm. I don't have any of his records, so I wouldn't have fuck know.
Well, I got some of the MP3s because
Okay.
I download them from places. Anyway, Wire's up.
All right. This is a big one.
Uh-huh.
The originator, 9 Inch Nails.
Mm.
Person that did the cover song was the Man in Black himself, Johnny Cash.
Oh, that is a big one.
Oh my gosh, that was some of the best
best.
heard. That
And
was
that actually was on my list too.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to mention that just as well there. In fact, Reznor said
Good
it's no longer his song, it's now Johnny Cash's song because Cash did more than justice to that cover version there.
Yeah, when the originator compliments the cover version like that,
Uh-huh.
you know it's something special.
Absolutely. And by the way, my next on the list there is 9 Inch Nails cover of Get Down, Make Love, originally done by Queen.
Damn.
That was another club favorite back in the day there.
I got one. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Sure.
Aretha Franklin, Respect.
Yeah.
Mm.
Otis Redding.
Ah, yeah, he
Yep.
did originally there.
Yep, that's right. And I saw the
you
movie
skipped me,
Respect.
motherfucker. So I'm after Keith.
No,
Oh, I
no, no,
did?
no, no.
Hmm?
We
Sure.
skipped him.
Okay. Sorry.
Now it's my turn.
Okay.
This next song I know Earl knows.
Yep.
Originally by Black Sabbath,
Oh yeah.
done by the Crows.
Ah,
Evil
the
Woman.
the band Crow. That was on my list as well. There, yeah. That's only available. That was briefly only available on the UK version of that album. I don't know
Right.
why it was not released here in the States, but the song "Wicked World" was put in its place when it came out here in the U.S. that year. And now there have been reissues of the first album with both Wicked World and Evil Woman on that release there. I think it was Castle Communications that reissued the first album. Yeah. But it's a pretty good song there when you
Yo,
think
they're
about
saying
it.
in the chat, Stone Sour covered Priest. Judas Priest. Is that true? Let me look that up.
Which song?
I'm gonna look that up right now. Well, can I give my pick before I look it up?
Go ahead.
Sure, it's your turn.
Originator Tommy James, the person who covered the song Billy Idol, Money.
Money, yeah.
Yes,
Dun,
yes.
Dun, dun.
And which, by the way, I gotta throw this one in here. I remember this one here. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts cover of another Tommy James song, Crimson and Clover.
Oh, they covered heading out to the highway.
Oh
Stone
wow,
Sour.
nice, cool.
I got one.
Your
Your
turn.
turn. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Is it your turn?
Yeah.
It
All right,
is.
Sharing is caring. Go ahead.
The Beatles, Twist and Shout.
Oh,
But
that is a cover. That's
oh
good.
yeah, the Isley
Yep.
Brothers did that song originally.
Yeah.
And
That's my favorite Beatles song, Twist and Shout.
What?
Yeah.
That's an
What?
Yeah.
old song too.
What's a good
Yeah.
song?
A good song, yeah.
Yeah. I'd
Is
say
that what's the
it's
first? What's the? Wait a minute. When they first made their TV appearance, was it Ed Sullivan?
1964. Ed
Ed
Sullivan,
Sullivan show?
yes. Yeah,
Wasn't that the first song
1964.
they played? Dad and I
Um,
Want to Hold Your Hand.
I'm not
And
too
Hold Your Hand,
sure.
Twist and Shout, I think, were the
I
two.
think they did Twist and Shout, but I don't
Yeah.
know if it was the first one or not.
Who knows? I have to look it up on YouTube if it's there.
I
I'm
think
sure it's-
Twist and Shout is the Beatles' most rock song.
Hmm.
Like with the Beatles, it doesn't get more
Does
rock.
scream.
than
Paul
Twist and
McCartney
there's
does
other
scream a little
song.
bit in there. You know.
There's other rock,
Oh.
other hard stuff that the Beatles came up with. You know, Bad Boy, Matchbox. You know,
Those are both covers, by the
yeah.
way.
Well, what
Tax-
about the radio hits? The radio hits, Twist and Shout is their most rock song.
What about I Saw Her Standing There or Taxman?
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
I think
don't
Keith
know.
has a point though, because
I
Paul
want
McCartney
to-
does kind
um,
of scream and yell in that vocal
Yeah.
there.
All right, can
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes. Ted Nugent covering the Beatles. I Want to Tell You, 1979.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Great song there. It was originally It was written and sung by George Harrison. It was on the Revolver album, and Nugent's version was on the State of Shock album from 1979. Big hit on the radio.
My turn. This is another one, unusual one of some sort. Covered by Cat Stevens.
Mhm.
It's an old Sam Cooke song called Another Saturday Night.
I remember hearing. Yeah, I remember the original one.
Art, did you see I think it was the big interview with Dan Rather show? I think he interviewed Cat Stevens a couple years ago. Did you ever see that?
No, I hadn't seen it, but Cat
Him, he
Stevens,
He was like a
despite
monk
the
or something, you know?
oh yeah, he's an Islamic dude.
Yeah, he for a while called himself Yusuf Islam for many years. Now it's just Yusuf. Yeah.
Yeah, we, in a sense, lost a pretty good artist there because he had some great stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Wild World was covered by a singer named Maxie Priest, the band Mr. Big.
Is that your choice? Out of turn?
No, this is something
I'm
I thought
kidding.
I'd throw out there.
No, I was kidding.
I know, yeah.
Where is that?
Black Magic Woman.
Oh,
Fleetwood Mac did that originally.
Yeah.
And Carlos
Santana.
Santana got a hold of it and turned it into a radio hit there.
and both versions are excellent. They're
Absolutely.
different and excellent.
Yep. Now,
Oh, is it my turn? Is it my
Yeah.
turn?
it's your
Yeah.
turn. Yeah.
Ladies
Uh,
and gentlemen, the pick is in. Key.
He's getting excited.
Natalie Imbruglia Torn.
Who? Oh. Wait, what?
What? Who is that?
Who originally did that
it-
song?
Let me see. Originally done by Ann Previn and Phil Thornalley and Scott Cutter.
Is that the songwriters?
Composers.
But
Well,
they
he's
did.
reading off the
but-
list. So.
But did any of those record it first before this Natalie what's her face?
Imbruglia.
Imbruglia.
I don't know.
Well,
It's just like I'm reading a list on Google. It says I don't know. It says composers Ann Previn, Phil Thornley, Scott Cutter.
Yeah,
Color.
but the composer doesn't
Well-
mean it wasn't the ones who performed it.
he's now in
Oh,
his
okay.
defense, he's reading off a list that's cover songs.
Hmm.
So someone had to have done it first.
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
I assume you're reading off a list.
Right.
cover
I am.
songs.
I put in the Google cover songs list.
Okay. Now that makes it Dr. Earl's turn.
Okay, there. Let's see here. I think I mentioned this one before. I don't know if Dwyer, did you mention this one, Two-Prong Crown, earlier?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Bam, I was going to mention that as well there. Which, by the way, the the two-pronged crown of the green man Lishi refers to the devil horns of the devil, trying to tempt the narrator of the song there, by the way, which the narrator says, nope, not today, Satan. So, my next cover would have to be, I think I mentioned Marilyn Manson's Tainted Love, right?
Right.
Yes.
I did,
Yeah.
yeah. I think, I'm seeing, I think Marilyn Manson
Which
did the,
that's
Marilyn Manson's version of Personal Jesus,
Oh.
the Depeche Mode song. It was on the greatest hits.
Jesus, someone to hear you swear, someone who's there.
It was on the greatest hits compilation in the 2000s there. Not too, pretty good stuff there.
Okay, my next one. I don't remember the original artist. Maybe one of you do. Cheap Trick covered "Ain't That a Shame."
Fats Dynamo did that.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Yep.
Who?
Fats Dynamo.
Domino.
Dynamo,
You know, like the little square things with numbers on them.
That goes down.
Rectangle things.
Yep.
Animal, the guy who contacted Joe's kids. You know what I mean?
Oh.
This Cheap Trick version of that song is great.
Yeah, it was on the
John
Live
Lennon
at Buddha.
covered it too, by the way.
Yeah. And by the way, John
Oh.
Lennon gets a nod because he covered "Stand by Me."
Yep.
The Ben E. King song.
Well, I was skimmed to that, but I'll cross it off my list.
All right. That was my pick there.
Okay, it's YR's turn.
Did you already did Proud Mary?
No, we didn't. Go ahead.
Oh, Ike and Tina Turner and CCR on
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
CCR being the originators.
Originators, yeah.
Your list,
Is it
Ski?
my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bad Wolves by, Zombie by Bad Wolves.
Oh, the
Explain-
Cranberries song.
Yep.
Ah.
Oh, you know that one, Keith?
Yeah, I know that one. I was listening to 107.9 Colorado Rocks the Rockies, and I heard that song a bunch of times on that station, on the iHeartRadio app.
Colorado Rocks the Rockies.
Yes, the greatest FM rock station ever.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dr. Earl.
Okay, there. I already gave my mention a while ago after Ark there, so I was I'll let you continue, Ark there.
Okay, my next one is a Beach Boys song that was covered by David Lee Roth.
California Girls.
Which actually is a pretty decent version. I like the video,
All right.
but we won't get into that.
All right.
I guess it's YR's turn.
We do I Fought the Law.
Oh my gosh. The
Well, the
Clash.
Bobby Fuller 4 thing did it originally.
Yes, and the
And
Clash
the Clash
did it later
does.
on. Yeah, I remember hearing the Clash version. Badass to the core.
Oh, I got one that no one on this call knows.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sugar Ray Abracadabra.
What? Is that Abracadabra by
The Steve Miller
Band?
song.
Yes.
Sugar Ray cover that song?
Yes. On the
Give us
on
the
his
lyrics.
14
Give us the lyrics.
Abracadabra.
There it
Wanna
is.
reach out and grab ya.
That's it.
Keith, how'd
Yep.
you know that was Steve Miller Band though?
I
'Cause
said
my
Steve Miller
mom
Band.
my mom told me. No, my mom told me.
Wow.
Interesting there.
And I played Guns N' Roses Knocking on Heaven's Door, and my mom told me that Bob Dylan did that song first.
Wow.
Yeah. And by the way, Steve Miller did his version of Sam Cooke's "You Send Me" on the Fly Like an Eagle album there. Pretty good there.
Yep. Well, it's your turn. Is that your choice?
That's my choice.
Okay. My choice is a song by the Doobie Brothers. Jesus is Just All Right. It's originally done by the Byrds.
Oh, wow. All right, pretty good
But
there.
the doobie version's a good version. They're both good versions.
All right.
Turn.
YR.
Yep.
Keith, we were listening to the song about a month and a half ago,
Okay.
and the originator is Little Eva. The song
Oh,
Locomotion. The
Locomotion.
Yeah.
locomotion.
Grand Funk
Grand Funk Railroad.
on my list.
The
But it's
pri-
Grand Funk when they did that song.
I
think.
remember I had the single. I had the original single for that. Badass. And by the way, the
Good
solo,
choice.
good song. And by the way, the guitar solo there, it says Mark Farner's doing the guitar solo with a bunch of tapes going rewinding back and forth there, mixed in there. Credit to Todd Rundgren for producing that, making that happen there.
Oh, is it my turn?
It is.
Yeah.
Disturb the sound of silence.
Oh.
I heard that many times. I remember one of the cooks at my old workplace told me about that, and I listened to it. It's like, wow, a lot of emotion into that one there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
because the original was great.
Yeah.
You're right, Ark. I am getting excited.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh, yeah. And my pick will be Simon Garfunkel's version of "Wake Up, Little Susie," originally done by the Everly Brothers.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that song.
It was on the Concert at Central Park album from 1981. It was one of their reunion shows that they did at that area there.
Yeah. I think my next one you've heard of, done by several people. It's an old Chuck Berry song by the name of "Roll Over Beethoven." ELO.
I remember that one there, yes.
I think the Beatles covered it.
Yes, they did as well. I think George
But-
sang on that version there.
But the ELO version, if you listen to the full version, it's about 8.5 minutes.
Yeah, because they mixed in with the what is that? The Ninth Sympathy or 10th Sympathy? Fifth Sympathy there. Yeah, I see there.
See, I know something about classical music.
Ah.
The ninth is the one that used to be a deet doot, deet doot.
Keith, you should do the Beast Incarnate one that he put out there. That's a good one we need to mention. But don't. I was throwing it out there. Keith, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know that one.
The P Diddy one where Led Zeppelin. Remember when Puff Daddy did that song and like the Led Zeppelin Cashmere? Didn't he cover Cashmere or something? Or
yeah, it was called Come With Me, P Diddy and Jimmy Page.
Never heard that one.
I heard it a couple of times. Not my particular taste, you know. Go ahead.
Okay. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Puff Daddy, Every Breath You Take.
No, Missing You. Missing You. It's samples.
I think that's when he was. You know what? I think that's the one he was talking about. But like one of the other rappers did the Cashmere.
Yeah, P Diddy.
I think it was Puff Daddy too.
Yeah,
so
it was. Puff
okay,
Daddy
so that's
as well.
two different ones. So Keith, I think that's what partner was talking about. That one you just said.
Yeah, it was originally titled "Missing You." It was for the Notorious B.I.G.
Big. Yeah. Yep.
Dr. Earl.
All right, there. Let's see. I think I'm trying to remember it. I had it in my head, but let's see here.
What about did Motorhead cover any?
Well, they did their version of Louie Louie, which was pretty good there. Got to throw that in there.
That song.
That's true there, everyone. In fact, I remember Rhino Records put out a compilation called "The Best of Louie Louie," and every artist covered from Black Flag,
And
Motorhead.
They did.
Kingsman.
They covered Johnny B. Good.
Kings.
Motorhead with Mary J. Blige covered Johnny B. Good.
Mary J. Blige. Wait a minute. Motorhead with Mary J. Blige.
Covered Johnny B. Good.
Mary J. Blige.
Someone's saying in the chat.
Whoa. Motorhead and Mary J. Blige.
No, wait. I think Mary J. Blige was on P Diddy's "I'll Be Missing You." She sang the chorus.
Maybe.
Did Dr. Earl do his?
I'll put in Motorhead's version of Louie Louie, and we'll for now.
And we can name about 85 groups, but hey, that's okay.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, but by the time we get done with that, this show will be running over 2 hours.
We're
Yeah.
almost at 2 hours, but this is the type
Well,
of shit too. If we have
I
lists
got
of
a
Oh,
lot
topics,
wow.
more that
it keeps going.
we're
So
going to
that's
have a
good.
part 2. I can tell that
Oh,
already.
yeah.
Okay, my next 2 were House of the Rising Sun and Knocking on Heaven's Door, so we'll go to number 3.
Hmm.
Do You Love Me,
Ah.
which was a Coasters or Contours song
Hmm.
covered by Dave Clark 5.
Ah.
Well, Kiss has a song called "Do You Love Me."
Yeah, that's a totally different one. That closes
Different
out the
song.
that kind of like closes out the Destroyer album.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I got a new version.
Good song though, right?
It is a
Brown.
good album.
Oh, yeah.
Great album, by the way. There.
Well, even though it's 60s, that my Dave Clark 5 version's good.
Yeah. And by the way, you did your version, YR, just now. Now it's Keith's version.
I didn't go yet.
All right, good,
He
good.
didn't go. It's his
Good.
turn.
Your turn.
This song was originally done by Simon and Garfunkel, and the
Mm.
song is called "Hazy Shade of Winter."
Oh.
Bangles.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, remember that
That's
one?
pretty good.
That was on the Less Than Zero soundtrack in '87. There, based on the book of the same name. Had Robert Downey Jr., Jamie Gertz, and Andrew. What's his face there? What's his name? Andrew. Son of a name, God, I forgot the guy's name.
Anton? Andrew Bonton?
No, somebody else there. I gotta look it
Keith,
up
look
there.
that up. Andrew Bonton, Keith?
No, look up the movie Less Than Zero from 1987. The movie.
All
But
right.
first, do your next pick.
All right.
Led Zeppelin. Let me go back to it. I forgot what it said. Nothing compares to you.
What?
Ha ha ho ha he.
Led
Shin-
Zeppelin. Nothing compares to you by Prince. Prince.
What? Whoa,
Nah,
whoa,
but
whoa,
Sinead
whoa.
O'Connor did that song.
Sinead O'Connor.
already
Led
listed
Zeppelin wasn't even existing at that
you
point. They
fucking
broke up in
talking about?
1980.
What? Chris Cornell? Is Chris Cornell the lead singer of Led Zeppelin?
No,
I
What the
Robert.
heck?
What-
Listen,
What
what-
the hell are you doing right
Keith.
now, Keith?
Okay, it says
Good
Chris Cornell, and then
God.
it says Led Zeppelin.
What list
No.
is that?
What,
The
what are you
fucking
talking
backwards list?
about?
It says covered songs from sources across the web.
Well, whoever composed that must have been on drugs or something like
Probably
that.
Tony.
Because Chris Cornell was the frontman for Soundgarden. Robert Plant
Just
sang for
fucking
Led
with us. He's
Zeppelin.
trolling us. Come on, Keith. He knows better. Keith, the lead
I'll-
singer,
I'll-
lead singer of Led
I'll send
Zeppelin
you
is
the-
Robert Plant.
Robert
lead singer of
Plant.
Led Zeppelin.
Okay, I'll send you the screenshot right now.
And
All right.
Robert Plant is active musically, but he's active musically with Alison Krauss in that
Yeah, they have a
project.
new album out. Who, by the way, is on my list here, next on my list.
It's like country kind
yeah,
of, right?
well,
It's like
folk,
country,
bluegrass kind of stuff
folk,
there. Yeah.
yeah.
And by
What's
the
your next one, Dr. Earl?
okay, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, I guess it's Jeff Beck included. The Honey Drippers doing "Sea of Love."
Oh, that's a great song.
I just sent the screenshot to the group chat.
Okay, there. Web covers. Well, Chris Cornell did his version. I guess I think it's. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see. if I
Want me
look
to
at
do
it.
my next one?
Good. Yes.
Okay, this one's going to be another one you guys have never heard of, probably. It's a Conway Twitty song
Ah.
covered by Glenn Campbell. It's Only Make Believe.
Okay, there. I only know Glenn Campbell from Southern Nights. That's about it.
Yeah, but that's a good song.
All right.
Possibly his best. But that's personal opinion.
All right, there. Mm-hmm.
All right, it's my turn.
Yeah.
All right, so this song is called "Back at One," which was originally performed by Brian McKnight, and then this country singer Mark Wills did it. "Back at One." Have y'all ever heard that song?
No, I haven't.
No.
Yeah, I have. I know it. I know it a lot.
Come through two,
To
one.
just want to be with you. Three
Three
girls play
play
Lucy.
Lucy.
You're the only
Keith's getting
one for me.
excited again.
Mm-hmm.
4. Repeats those.
One,
Should I sing the
two,
rest?
yeah, go ahead, sing the rest.
Five,
Mm-hmm.
5. Make you fall in love with me. Ever. And I saw it back and one. Yeah.
Keith knows it.
Okay.
Keith's turn.
Yep.
Country singer like redid that song. It was like the early 2000s. Did you ever hear the country version, Keith? Or are you going off the
No.
night version?
Brian McKnight version.
Oh, okay. Country version's not bad either.
Okay.
Typical
I'll look
country,
it up.
like it's a country version of it.
There's actually a lot
Yeah,
of
let's
covers
see.
in country, but I don't know most of them.
Janelle Garcia, Unchained Melody.
We did Unchained Melody,
Yeah,
but
but not that
Not
version.
Garcia.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't, yeah.
yeah, there's
Alright.
lots of versions of that song.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, we
Um,
did Unchained My Heart, not Unchained Melody.
Mm.
Unchained Melody,
what about,
Righteous Brothers.
Oh, I guess Big Mama Thornton did Hound Dog.
Before Elvis.
I just got another list.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, there. And Chris, I'm reading this thing you sent here. It said web covers by Chris Cornell. Immigrant Song he covered Led Zeppelin
Right.
from 2009.
Oh, okay.
And I guess Chris Cornell did his version of Nothing Compares to You. I guess it may have been some sort of a benefit show or something like that there. So that's right.
Okay.
That's where it got mixed up there.
Your turn, Earl.
All right.
Okay, it had it been on my damn head, and all of a sudden it slipped out. See what happened? See what you did make me do, Keith? For crying out loud!
Yeah.
Not your
my
fault,
bad.
Keith.
I know.
Okay.
And back on that
All right.
Unchained Melody,
Yep.
we actually didn't do that song. We did Unchained My Heart.
Okay. Oh, thank you for reminding me of that. Band called Little Caesar came out in 1990. It was a
They
heavy
make
long.
pizza.
No, not that. That's
I
Little
know.
Caesars. But I know what you're getting at. But Little Caesar had this. I saw them perform. I was friends with the opening act, Sassy Cats, so I got in for free there. I helped pretend I was one of their roadies, putting on their equipment on stage, this and that. There.
Wait a minute.
What?
You used to be a roadie for the Sassy Cats?
No,
No, he pretended he was a roadie.
no. I pretended. So.
What? So you get backstage?
Well, I knew the guys pretty well. They said, how much is admission? So they come in with us, pretend you're one of our crews. So I said, okay, I'll be one of your crew. So I help with some of their equipment there. Drums, amps, guitars, such and such there. And then later on, they did their shows. And later on, the band Little Caesar came on stage there. Heavy tattooed band. Looked like they were a bunch of bikers. But they did rock versions of soul songs there. And one of the songs they did, I remember seeing the video for this. It was pretty damn good. It was their version of, it was a rock version of Chain of Fools, the Aretha Franklin song.
Ah, right.
Yeah. That was from 1990, that cover version was. You talking about, what you mentioned, Argyle, reminded me of that version there.
Well, I didn't want us to lose track of Unchained Melody because that's originally.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's original or not, but the Righteous Brothers did it.
Yeah, that's the most famous version there.
Yeah, in Ghost.
Yeah.
Okay, my next one. I honestly don't know who the original is.
Mm.
It's a song called Inside Looking Out that the Animals did, but Grand Funk covered it.
Ah, I see there.
Surely you've heard the song.
All right. I think we have here. If not by that, so.
Yeah, it's Grand Funk. You got to heard it.
Well,
What is the song?
what again?
Inside Looking Out.
Never heard of it.
Oh, you got to look that one out. That's a good hard rocking Grand Funk song.
Wow.
Well, it's a cover.
Yeah.
The Animals did it too, but I think it's an old blues song.
Oh, I got one. Oh, wait.
Now your turn. Why ours?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Okay, so
But he's not saying anything.
the band was called Extreme,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
and the person that made the cover, Frankie J, More Than Words.
Oh, wow. I
Wow.
didn't know that was a cover, to be honest.
Hmm.
Frankie J covered it, but the originator is Extreme.
Oh,
Ah,
You know,
okay.
I see there.
I
Yes.
Heath, you know
got
who
it.
Frankie J is?
Yes.
Hmm.
I forgot. I keep getting them mixed up with like Baby Bash. I don't know
Uh,
why.
Mhm.
I definitely, I definitely love the extreme version of that song.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so yeah. Th- there's this female called Frankie, and she did the song "Fuck You Right Back" because Iman did the song called "Fuck You," and Frankie did the song back to him "Fuck You Right Back."
Damn.
That's not a cover
not nice.
song.
Exactly.
Oh,
Not nice.
all
and
right.
not a
Okay. Jason Aldean did "Black Tears." That's a cover song.
By who is it?
The
By who?
originally by Florida Georgia Line.
Hmm.
Florida Georgia Line did it first, and then Jason Aldean did "Black Tears."
All right.
Okay, I've never
It's
heard of
about
the song.
it's about a it's about a song. It's about a stripper.
Okay, Keith, this is come on.
Okay.
My pick.
Dr. J, Dr. Earl.
Yeah. My pick is from the my favorite cover. It was one of my favorites as long as my old next door neighbor Robert. He loved this version. Led Zeppelin doing Willie Dixon's "You Shook Me."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He loved it to death. You know, we tried to mimic. We had a little. We had broomsticks. Tried to play it, was pretending that we were guitars and stuff there, and we tried our best. You know, we were pretending like we were on our own little music video there. When you think about years before it was called even a music video, but we were trying to mimic ourselves on stage doing that song there. Either way, it was a bad. They did justice to Willie Dixon, that's for sure. There, and they also did
Yeah,
justice to "I Can't Quit You, Baby" as well.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, my next one is an old traffic song
Mm.
covered by Grand Funk called Feeling All Right.
Oh yeah. Well, I think Joe
Not,
Cocker did that song just as well there.
yes, he did.
In fact, a band I knew from Novi, Michigan called the Oriental Spas, they had an album in '93. They covered that version as well. It was written by one of Traffic's main members. No, Dave Mason.
Right.
Hmm.
Good song. And it's YR's turn.
This one was covered by 13 Yards to Victory. The song is I Am a Scumbag Doxer, and the originator is Alien Cakewalk. It's the originator on that one.
Oh my god.
Now, seriously, my pick is Harold Faltermeyer. Harold Faltermeyer. The song is Crazy Frog. Axel F covered that one.
Oh wow. I remember them.
Oh, okay.
Hold
Jason
up.
Aldean. What? My Kind of Party. Jason Aldean, My Kind
Who
of Party.
covered that?
Well,
The originator was Brantley Gilbert. Brantley Gilbert did the
wait a
original.
minute. Does it go? It's my party and a crayon.
No.
No.
Okay, there.
No.
Okay,
no,
there.
No.
So it's the same title, just a different tune.
Yeah, it's the same song.
Wait, but because the one we're thinking
But-
about is the Leslie Gore version.
No. You could. This one goes. You can find me at the bottom of a real top cold drink, chill with some scary as some old hang. Let's get this thing started. It's my kind of party.
Oh,
But
okay.
My kind of party.
That's,
I get it
That's
now.
like half.
And excuse me there, hold on a second. Mr. Pro Violence in my chat, Pro V69 says, ha ha, 2 viewers, ha ha ha, you are not musicians, man. Josh Hamilton defended us saying, these guys know the music, man, don't be negative. No wonder Mars can't stand you, Pro V. In fact, I'll tell you what.
Is he in your chat right now?
He was in my chat, yes.
Really, add him to the call.
Okay, let me find a foo there. Let me
I
get
have
him.
nothing against Pro V. He was the originator of drama in this community with YR and CCF.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let me get him
And
on the
it's your
call then.
turn.
All right, go ahead, Wire.
It's your turn.
My turn? No, okay, let me see here. Kiss covering, then he kissed me, but they called it, then she kissed me.
Kiss?
Kiss. They retitled it, Then She Kissed Me. It was the last track from Love Gun, their album there. It was
Yeah,
originally
and
titled.
that's a. Go ahead.
It was originally done. It was called "And Then He Kissed Me" by some girl group from the '50s. There, they Kiss redid that, but they retitled it "Then She Kissed Me."
Mhm.
It was the last track from the Love Gun album.
While you're getting pro violence, my next song is a Stone song that was covered by Grand Funk.
All
Give
right.
Me Shelter.
Oh my gosh.
They gave a lot of justice to that song.
That's good. I got to check that out there. Definitely.
Uh,
It's
Can I go?
YR's turn.
okay.
Is
Yeah.
Greatest Love of All, the song. George Benson, Whitney Houston covered it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Mine is Jason Aldean Dirt Road Anthem.
All right.
Originally done by Brantley Gilbert.
Are you reading off his album or something?
No, I love Jason Aldean. I
Okay.
remember when Brantley Gilbert did these songs. I remember when Jason Aldean took them and did them himself. And you know what Brantley Gilbert said? Brantley Gilbert said he couldn't have thought of anyone better to redo my songs.
Cool.
Yep.
Dr.
Yeah,
Earl's up again.
And wouldn't you know, Provi is unavailable. The answer to his comment there. He was just
Some
typical.
people can just make comments and not be able to back them up.
Backing up, obviously, like a chicken shit. Mm-hmm.
Okay, your turn, Dr. Earl.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. Son of a name, God. I had it in my top of my head, and then I got distracted by Pro Punk there. Hey, it's okay there.
Want to skip? You want me to go and you go?
Yeah,
after
go
me?
ahead. Besides, I
Wait.
got to take a leak.
I
Right.
go after Earl anyway.
Well, we're gonna end the show soon. It's going on 2 hours. You want
Yeah,
to
it
keep
is.
going?
All right.
Let me do one more, and then you guys
Right.
make it different from there, because I still got several pages.
We'll give our final
Two here, because
Final
we went
one
over
of
2
tonight.
violence. Yeah.
Okay, You've Lost That Loving Feeling.
Oh, yeah.
The Righteous Brothers, covered by Hall and Oates.
Yeah, 1980. I love that version.
Well, I like the original too.
Yeah, it's true there. Yeah, nice.
But I thought that one was worth a mention.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I got this one here. Can I mention, or I have to wait till YR and stuff here?
No, go ahead.
All right. April Wine covering King Crimson, 21st Century Schizoid
Oh,
Man.
wow. I didn't think anybody else would get that one.
Yeah.
Yes, it was on my list.
Yeah. I remember hearing it. It was on the album Harder and Faster, the same one with I Like to Rock. It was the last track on that album. And of course, Ozzy Osbourne did his version on the EP he called Undercover. It was a covers release.
Yeah.
You know, and by the way, there's a King Crimson documentary coming out called In the Court of the Crimson King, on featuring all the past and present members of King Crimson being interviewed, including Robert Fripp.
Yeah.
I got one.
Oh, wait, my turn.
One
Okay.
more. What
Final
are-
final for the night. For
Mhm.
me, we'll go ahead and do Car Wash.
Um,
We'll get you the car wash done.
That
Oh,
would probably
boy.
make my bad list.
Christina Aguilera cover
Mm.
that one.
Yeah, the
I
Rolls
think-
Royce
I
cover
think
there.
that was for commercials or that movie Car Wash.
Well, the
That's-
original,
Yeah.
well, Rolls Royce did it for the movie at the same name. I think Christina did it for some Finding Nemo, some Disney Pixar flick it was.
Keith, wasn't Christina Aguilera's version in the movie Car Wash? The hood comedy?
No, that was back in the
I-
70s.
I never saw that movie in its entirety.
Well,
Isn't Snoop Dogg in it? Or
Yeah.
Car Wash? No, the Car Wash
Dr.
is
Dre, Snoop Dogg.
I haven't heard Christine Aguilera's version.
I remember heard it
I'll-
one time, one time, and it was for a Disney Pixar movie in the early 2000s there. The original you're talking, the movie Car Wash goes back to the 1970s. And the originators of that one was Rolls Royce. And they also had another hit called "Love Don't Live Here No More," which Madonna covered on one of her early albums, which is pretty good, I admit. And I'm not a big Madonna fan.
Nor am I.
Hmm.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Your
Yeah, go
final
ahead.
one for the night, Keek. Are you going to be here Thursday or?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
soccer practice.
I mean, I'll come in a lot late, like after 8. I'll come in after 8.
If it rains
we'll
there.
be gone by then.
I
yeah.
don't know. Tonight we went 2 hours. Usually we go an hour. So
Yeah.
What's a
we'll
good
see.
subject? We may go 2
Yeah,
hours
exactly.
on Thursday. Who
I was
knows?
hoping to get Drew on this show here because remember, YR you alerted me that he did his cover tunes premiere on the last Thursday there on his
Yes.
channel there. I tried to get him onto the discussion, but he's kind of occupied with his job, I guess. So he was unavailable. I even DM'd him on
Well,
Twitter there.
Okay, your time. I'll be there after 7.
Okay, well, go ahead.
All right.
Okay, the
Ethan.
Struts, Jumping Jack Flash.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Oh, we know that one.
Stone song.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. I'll also look up Aretha Franklin's version.
you like the Struts, Keith?
Yes, I like the Struts.
Luke Filler, lead singer.
Mm. Peter Frampton did that on Frampton Comes Alive, by the way, as well.
Who's the lead? Keith, Luke got the lead singer of the Struts. What's his name? It's Luke.
Yes,
Alright.
he did.
Luke Spiller.
Did a
Okay.
great version of it.
Mm.
And I guess that pretty much wraps it up tonight, and we'll continue this discussion on Thursday.
That's right, same time.
Luke Spiller.
Yeah,
Luke
I was
Spiller.
right. I was right yet again.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the Struts performed Jumping Jack Flash on New Year's Eve, like 2 or 3 years ago.
All right.
They were in Times Square performing Jumping Jack Flash on New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Was it the Dick Clark thing there or something else?
Yes,
Oh,
the
obviously.
Dick Clark one.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, Dick Clark. We miss you, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess it's this is part 1 is concluded here,
Yeah.
and we got
And
more.
hopefully we could do it in 2, but it might take 3.
All right, there. Who
Yeah.
knows there? I know I got to get on the ball, get more cover versions, that I remember because
And write
I'm gonna
them
plug it.
down.
I'm gonna plug it this week so we can get others to maybe call in and give some of their picks too.
absolutely we got to start doing it. We got to take some calls, man.
Write them down, Dr. Earl.
I will, yeah, definitely. There, I got to start
I
doing
did.
that. I know.
And let's see if you guys can hit my list again.
All right, there. All right, and one more thing I want to say to Pro V there, who's more chance of maybe on the 2 viewers on this show here, but
Oh, we had like 15 on the Wire program. We have 3 different channels going live, guys. So
I
it's
know,
like,
yeah. But then
we had
again,
15 on the Wire program, and that's way more than others get for drama. So
yeah.
pro violence, why you got to be a dick?
Yeah,
Fuck
that's what
off.
Joshua said in my chat. Don't be negative. But then again, that's how Pro V is. Remember, this is the same guy who
Thought
said
he
I
was
did
cool.
Crystal. Yeah, I thought so too.
Thought-
But if he's going to come out there and say that kind of crap, like, come on, give me a break. But then again, I'm not that big of a channel when you think about it. There, so even though I promote the shit out of this show on every one of my vlogs.
Ronald Booth says this was a great one so far.
Yeah,
you.
thank you,
Yep.
Ron. Definitely, yes.
Well, I'd got to say, if Pro V knows so much, maybe he should be calling in.
That's what I wanted to do. I would get him on the call, but he didn't answer as always.
Biggest match of all time. Are they like doing it like?
Couldn't hear you. I
They're
think it
like this fucking Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns match. They're saying it's the biggest match of all time. Winner take all.
Oh, they're gonna do that no matter what. They did the same thing with Roman Reigns and Goldberg, or they're doing that with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. They They always do that. So Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock, the greatest match of all time there. Hulk Hogan versus Goldberg, the greatest match of all time. They always do that there. That's how they try
Well,
to hype
at
you
that
up.
time, it might have been the biggest.
Yeah.
Why are? Oh, my bad. I interrupted.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, dude.
Oh, play the soccer videos.
Who?
I sent
What?
you the 3 soccer video. I sent you the 3 soccer videos.
Hmm.
Beast Incarnate wants you to play the soccer videos.
Send them to the group chat here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to take a leak. I'll be back.
Closing up the
Okay.
show, we're going to show Keith Soccer, the only athlete in the community currently that currently plays any sport. I mean, if anyone prove me wrong, please come up with the videos. I'm talking current and like
Oh,
22
shit.
playing sports. He's the only one doing it. I mean, I play the occasional golf and do the fishing thing, but
Well,
Oh.
back in the day when I
Okay.
was athletic, I used to play softball.
I wish I could be on a softball league.
Hmm?
I wish I could be on a softball league. I can do that. I might do that one. At least church league.
Oh man, I did the wrong thing.
Like
Dang.
there's church. There's like a church softball league, and then there's your like beer leagues.
Right.
Here, you know.
I actually
Okay.
played both.
Share. Okay.
Sonny's
send
a
it-
what?
Show next week, ladies and gentlemen, the great Sonny Bono and Cher. Bono. Did she ever take his last name?
Yeah.
Cher Bono.
I sent the first
Yep.
video. Fuck.
Now, next time, make the videos longer, bro. They're only like a couple seconds each.
All
Make
right.
them longer. So, which player is you?
Okay.
Sitting down?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he's the guy sitting down watching.
Well, look at it, Keith. Are you number 12 or number 2?
I think I'm not. I think I'm number 16.
Oh, so you're
I
up.
was going to say, surely you know your own number.
No, I don't.
Feather.
Not really. I don't know.
Nope.
My
The
mom.
only-
It wasn't. E-
The only athlete in sports who doesn't know his own number, ladies and gentlemen. The great
Yep.
I'm sorry, Keith, but that's kind of weird.
Oh. All right.
Where are you on this
I
video?
mean-
Now?
I don't know.
Don't forget to write down your list, Keith, and
Oh,
YR. Of course,
List for
you've
what?
been hitting mine, YR. You've been good.
Wait. What's the subject next week?
Still
or
cover
Monday?
songs.
there you go.
Sunday.
All
Okay,
right,
Oh,
I'm back
okay.
now.
Okay,
goes.
Dan, it's
Damn.
keep in mind that it's
Keith,
cover
there it
songs.
goes right there.
Okay.
Keep in
Yeah, I
mind
see
it's
it.
it's cover songs you like.
Yeah. And we're
We'll
doing
get to the bad ones later.
Yeah.
Keith
Okay.
looked confused as shit. Keith, what is in your...
What?
And Simo's in my chat. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, we've closed off the music portion.
Oh, think there. All right.
Last
I don't know which one is me.
Well, that second video...
You don't know
showed-
which one is you?
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah, he doesn't know his number. He doesn't know who he is.
Are you clones?
No.
I don't know who I am.
I'm the ball.
Oh.
You're scaring us, Keith.
Keith,
That was
what are
not-
you doing, dude? I take a
didn't know-
piss for a
I
couple of
didn't- I didn't-
seconds and you're like, I don't know who I am. Yup, yup, yup.
Brown and everyone. I didn't... did y'all know that
Mhm.
Scott used to watch me take a shower on Skype, and then like Ken came in the call one day, the group call. We got
Really?
back out.
Oh, really?
We'll dive into that.
All right, there. So is going to be something later on tonight about that?
No, sweet.
Okay.
Probably like a Wednesday or Thursday. you
Okay.
know.
Hopefully, when I get done from work, so hopefully when I get done from work, I could probably get into that. You know, I knew Scott was always a perv,
We'll do a big old.
but then
open
again, Scott doesn't get
late
laid
night
that
stream
often.
this
there.
week.
All right. Then.
Yeah. Jerks off to.
Probably jerks off to all of us. course, he
All
got no
right,
vote,
guys.
but
Well,
they.
Keith, would you like to close out the show, Keith? Thank you.
Yeah, we're ending the show right now.
All right,
Bye.
and we will continue this discussion this coming Thursday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, on all three of our channels, Mind, YRs, and ARCs there. And we'll, like we said, we'll do the songs that we do like, the covers that we like, I meant to say, and I guess after that, the covers that really totally suck ass. And boy, I got a few of those that really like.
Keith, and then
Oh, yeah.
Ken's going live in 5 to 10 minutes. Can you plug that,
Yeah.
Keith?
Yes.
Ken's going live in 5 to 10 minutes.
What is it? Converted? No hard feelings?
Converted drama edition.
Good. All right, there. I'm gonna get some grocery shopping done around that time, and now hopefully I'm gonna get back when the show's still on. I'll definitely join in. Talk about pro violence and what he was trying to do in my chat here, idiot. All right, there.
Well, you might also plug the show.
That's what I'm gonna do, as well. There. In fact,
Which, by the way, I wanna
get
give a
Ken.
quick-
Go ahead, dude.
I was going to say I want to get a quick shout out to Drew because on one of those two videos about his version of cover songs,
Yeah.
or what he likes or whatever,
Yeah.
he plugged our show.
Oh, nice. I gotta go look. Yeah,
The second one, I think,
I am.
they
What
were
did he
talking
say?
about.
Did he say you and Ark, or did he?
Well, he
mention
mentioned
IRA?
basically me and Dr. Earl.
Yeah.
He mentioned Dr. Earl first,
Mm,
because he said Earl had talked to him about something or whatever,
I am.
and
Let's
then he
check
said
that out.
that we do a music show, and it's going to give away the one I got next week.
Yeah.
Blinded by the Light. When he covered
Oh,
that,
my
he talked
gosh.
to Dr. Earl on that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, oh, by the way, and they have this show that they do where they cover music pretty extensively and whatever. He said it's worth a listen. So,
Yeah. Thank you, Drew, for
shout
doing
out
that.
for that.
And Drew, next time be available so we could get you on the call on this subject this coming Thursday. I'll DM you later, a couple of before that. Okay, Drew. All right. So for YR, Arknolia, Keith, and